now going to hear from President of Hunter College, Jennifer Raab, a dynamo in her own right. Besides being a graduate of Harvard Law School, she also did something special with Hunter. She integrated with Cornell Medical School a new program at the Belfer Building for research with Hunter graduates, undergraduates. They can really, and we went through the entire floor. It was fabulous. So you can get a master's and a PhD now in the sciences and collaboration between Hunter and Cornell Medical School. And I give you Jennifer Raab.
I think the actual unsung hero here is Pola Rosen, so I think we just have to give her a hand. Someone asked me why I'm actually not introducing my incredible dean, David Steiner, and the only answer is I told Pola I would just start to cry, which would be unseemly in public. So but David, I'm very excited to announce, although he is leaving us after extraordinary achievements, we're working very hard to connect our Hunter Institute on Education Policy with Johns Hopkins, and we hope to have an announcement soon so that we're not really saying goodbye to David. And David's work in the Ed School, just a special shout out from both of us to the wonderful Carmen Farina and Ernie Logan, would not have been possible to create the incredible teachers we do without your support and guidance. And because we will be running out and not looking rude, I want to give a shout out to the wonderful people from Manhattan Hunter Science High School, our principal, Kevin Froner, Nick Kozak, and Richard Primaveri, who are getting awards today. This is an early college high school. It is one of the best in the country. We're graduating 100% of our students today, and 100% of them are going to college, 37 to Hunter College, so I'm very excited. So to Manhattan Hunter, so. But it is a great privilege to me to introduce one of my personal heroes, Merryl Tisch. If asked to pick one phrase to capture the spirit of this wonderful woman, it would be Tikkun Olam, which translates roughly from the Hebrew as healing the world. More than that, those ancient words convey the sense of shared responsibility we all have to transform the world, to change it for the better through social action and the pursuit of social justice. Merryl has dedicated her life to that ideal in very real and exciting ways, or to put it in the words our students would appreciate, she talks the talk and walks the walk. Her commitment to education goes right to its foundational point because she began her own career in the classroom, teaching first-grade children. Along the way, she earned academic credentials from a bachelor's degree from Barnard, an MA in education from NYU, and a doctorate in education from Teachers College. She is herself the daughter of a teacher, and as I saw at the table right now, her teaching skills are still in play when she supervises her regents and what they're allowed to eat for breakfast, Merryl. Everything Merryl has done in her nearly 20 years on the Board of Regents, yes, it's really been that long, has been focused on making the classroom experience better for both students and teachers. The watchwords she has chosen for the Board of Regents and the standard of education are standards, accountability, and innovation. Holding fast to these principles has required determination and courage. High standards are non-negotiable to Merryl. She was an early and forceful advocate of ending social promotion, a monumental battle that fortunately she and her allies won. And I want to acknowledge her fellow regents, Roger Tillis and Regent Sia, for all of their support. When Merryl realized that despite the changeover to mayoral control, too many graduates of the city schools weren't prepared for college-level work, she was resolute in saying so publicly. Yes, some important people were discomfited, but once again, Merryl did not hesitate to call it as she saw it. It's the kids first, always, for Merryl. Merryl is no less resolute about accountability. She demands from all those around her the deep honesty and integrity that define her life. Take her recent and courageous public call for legislative action to address the East Ramapo School Board's gross mismanagement of money and educational opportunities. Merryl, I can only imagine the heat a rabbi's daughter took for standing up against the misdeeds of an Orthodox community. And then there's her commitment to innovation. Under Merrill's watch, we have witnessed a renewed commitment to linking education with workforce development. Her creative solution of a 5th Regents exam, which is linked to professional pathways, will not only provide career paths to thousands of students, but will raise our graduation rates as well. Standards, accountability, innovation. Those are high ideals to set, but Merrill's passion comes from her heart as well as her intellect. As a former teacher, a mother, and a grandmother, she cares very personally about nurturing children and giving them the best chance for success. She is a trailblazer, too, starting with the fact that she is the first woman to serve as Chancellor of the Board of Regents. And what it is truly astonishing is she has done all this while maintaining a schedule of activities in philanthropy, community service, and public affairs that would leave most of the rest of us exhausted. She served with organizations ranging from the Council on Jewish Poverty to the city's Trust for Cultural Resources, from the Citizens Budget Commission to the Institute for Near East Policy. She's been a leader in the UJA, the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum, the Mount Sinai Children's Center, and as if that weren't enough, she served on the boards of the Dalton School, her alma mater Barnard, and the University of Pennsylvania's Graduate School of Education. We New Yorkers are extraordinarily fortunate to have someone so caring, so principled, and so effective, who has devoted herself to public service and particularly to education. Merryl stands up and speaks out for her principles. While some may disagree with a particular position, no one ever questions Merrill's commitment to the children of New York State and her boundless passion to provide them with the best public education in the country. On a final note of personal privilege, as the president of the largest college in the largest public urban university system in the world, Merryl, I want to publicly say thank you for all you have done to support CUNY, to support Hunter in particular, and to support my presidency. I am proud to call you a colleague and a friend. You have fully and richly earned today's Distinguished Leader Award from Education Update. Please join us to receive the reward.
I just said to Jennifer, I hope she's not too booked to speak at my funeral. First of all, I want to thank Pola and your entire group here today for this wonderful honor. I want to, in particular, single out David Steiner, who served ever briefly but importantly as Commissioner of Education in New York. It was under David's leadership that the most brilliant dissertation on education ever written on behalf of a public school district known as the New York State Public School District was written and awarded. David brought home the bacon. I'm a rabbi's daughter, so bacon's a little... However, $700 million later, New York State continues to lead the way because David fought to put standards in place, fought for accountability, fought for changes in teacher preparation, teacher certification, and then he was smart enough to get out of town. I want to also acknowledge my fellow regents, Regent Sia, Regent Tillis, and Jennifer kind of laid out what it is we have tried to do, the messages we've tried to deliver over these last several years. So I'm not going to do anything but I guess affirm what Jennifer tried to say. It's time for New York to speak out. Yesterday in Albany, there was something that was absolutely shameful that happened to the great city of New York. Carmen, I want to apologize to you. You know, Carmen is a great champion, a great educator, a great leader of the school system. You don't need to agree with everything she does or every method she uses, but you must acknowledge her professionalism, her credibility as an educator, and her importance in the field. The lack of the legislative ability to promote what I think is the ultimate accountability for a school system and reauthorize mayoral control in a meaningful way so that a school system can go on and do its work instead of being mired in the politics of trying to carve out a path to get its work done, just burdens our system. So Carmen, I promise you, with the time left in my tenure, I will fight shoulder to shoulder with you and the mayor to make sure that what happened yesterday does not continue to plague our system. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all of you for coming here. I want to remind you that we are all citizens of the same great state, the same great country. It is important to speak up. It is important to speak out. It is important to voice your opinion. And that doesn't mean you always have to agree. But you must treat someone with a different opinion with the respect due them. And we are in a culture now where people are so busy being embattled and embittered that they lose their path. And I would urge you today to commit with me to continue a dialogue in a respectful and thoughtful way. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I just told Merrill I'm connecting, so I hope you do too.